This message is for you. God says, don't take this lightly. Archangel Michael is standing at your side right now, and he is begging you not to close your eyes to this. Don't try to skip, don't try to run away, don't try to delay. If you leave this message, you are closing the door that heaven itself has opened. God says, this is the exact moment that decides blessing or disaster for your life. Every time before this you turned away, but this time you can't. The clock is moving, your life is being written, and Archangel Michael is commanding you to see the truth. God says, I am speaking directly into your spirit. You think it is just another message, but it isn't. It is your lifeline. It is your rescue. It is the whisper of heaven breaking through the noise of the world. God says, I am giving you a warning that will save you. Don't take this casually. Don't let your heart grow numb. Archangel Michael is begging you, because your enemies are rejoicing every time you hesitate, every time you close your eyes, every time you dismiss what I am sending. God says, I am not sending this for someone else, I am sending this for you. God says, you have been walking with heavy chains you didn't even realize were binding you. Some of those chains were placed on you by people you trusted. Some were placed by words spoken over you in anger or jealousy. Some came from your own fears and mistakes. But I am not here to condemn you, I am here to free you. Archangel Michael is already lifting his sword, already breaking chains in the unseen world as you listen. But here is the warning, if you ignore this, if you walk away, those chains will tighten again, and the window of release will close. Don't let that happen. God says, I have been watching every tear you have cried in secret. I have seen when you felt abandoned, when you wondered if I even cared, when you thought that life was nothing more than pain upon pain. But listen, every tear has been stored, every cry has been heard, every ache has been seen. You have not been forgotten. You have not been forsaken. But the enemy tried to convince you otherwise, so you would give up right before your breakthrough. That's why this message is urgent. That's why Archangel Michael is pressing so hard on your spirit right now, because you are closer to a shift than you realize. God says, the battle has been fierce because the blessing is great. The opposition has been heavy because the breakthrough is near. The betrayals you faced were not random. They were a direct strike against your destiny. But I have preserved you. I have hidden you under my hand even when you didn't know it. And now, I am commanding you to rise. Don't shrink. Don't silence yourself. Don't go back to the old patterns that kept you trapped. Archangel Michael is whispering, choose now. Not tomorrow, not later, not when you feel ready. right now. Because right now, heaven has opened a door that will not remain open forever. Right now, angels are standing with gifts, with miracles, with provisions that were delayed because of your hesitation. Right now, heaven is offering you protection from an attack you don't even see coming. If you ignore this, the storm will come without covering, and the pain will multiply. But if you respond, if you say yes, if you surrender, you will see the sudden shift. God says, there is someone who betrayed you who thought they had won. They rejoiced over your pain. They thought you were finished. But watch what I am about to do. Watch how I will flip the script. Watch how I will elevate you in front of the same people who mocked you. Don't try to seek revenge, don't waste your tears over them. Just stand. Just hold on. Just obey what I am telling you now. God says, your home has been under attack. Your mind has been restless, your sleep disturbed, your peace stolen. That wasn't coincidence. That was a targeted strike of darkness against you. But I am sending angels into your house. Even tonight, you will feel the shift. Even tonight, you will feel the air change. But here is the key, you must not shut this message. You must not walk away as if it is nothing. Because your acknowledgement is the doorway for heaven's power to enter your situation. God says, you have been praying for financial release, for stability, for a miracle in your resources. It seemed delayed, it seemed blocked, it seemed impossible. But listen, I am already releasing it. It has been dispatched. The only thing that can block it now is unbelief and disobedience. That's why Archangel Michael is pleading with you. Don't let your doubts cancel what has already been sent. Don't let your silence stop the breakthrough that is at your doorstep. God says, this is not a casual word. This is not for entertainment. This is life or death. Blessing or disaster. Healing or brokenness. Elevation or delay. The choice is in your hands. Don't treat it lightly. Don't push it away. Don't silence what heaven is screaming for you to hear. God says, if you open your heart fully right now, I will mark this day as the turning point of your life. I will break curses that have been in your family for generations. I will silence voices of darkness that have tormented you. I will bring unexpected opportunities, unexpected resources, unexpected helpers into your path. But if you close this, if you say, not now, then the enemy will use your hesitation as permission to block what I have prepared. God says, you are chosen. That's why the battles have been relentless. That's why the pain has been unbearable at times. That's why you have felt different, set apart, misunderstood. Because you were never meant to blend in, you were meant to rise. And this moment is proof of it. Because I don't waste words, I don't waste warnings. I am speaking to you because you are chosen. Archangel Michael says, don't hesitate anymore. Don't leave this undone. Don't let fear stop you. Choose now. Step in now. Say yes now. Because heaven is ready, God says, this is the part you cannot afford to overlook. Don't think that because you've heard other words before, this one is the same. No, this is the word that separates you from the pit the enemy designed for you. This is the word that tears down the invisible net that was laid out to trap you in these coming days. God says, the attacks you have felt were not by accident. They were coordinated. Darkness saw your potential, and it tried to silence you before your voice could be fully released. That's why you have felt pressure on your chest, heaviness in your spirit, and confusion in your mind. But right now, as you are reading this, Archangel Michael is battling in the unseen. His sword is raised, his shield is covering you, but he is begging you to stay connected, to not abandon the message, to not walk away. God says, you think you have time, but you don't. You think the decision can wait, but it cannot. There are things aligning in your life, some divine, some demonic, and whichever one you agree with right now will determine your path. If you turn away, you align with the plan that wants to destroy you. But if you stay, if you open your spirit, if you receive this, then you align with heaven's plan that wants to heal, restore, and raise you. God says, I am exposing something to you right now. Someone near you has smiled to your face but spoken against you behind closed doors. They have envied your light, your potential, and your calling. They pretended to be supportive, but they have been waiting for your downfall. But I am telling you this not to create fear, but to create awareness. Because no weapon formed against you shall prosper if you listen and obey. Don't argue with them. Don't fight them in your strength. Just stay aligned with me, and I will make their words fall to the ground powerless. God says, you are about to step into a season of justice. The wrongs done against you will not stand forever. The betrayals will not remain hidden. The delays will not last. But justice cannot come if you keep walking with the same fear, the same hesitation, the same patterns that kept you trapped. That's why I am pressing on your spirit right now. That's why I am not letting you ignore this message. Archangel Michael is whispering into your soul, don't go back. Don't return to the place of compromise. Don't return to the relationship that broke you. Don't return to the fear that froze you. You have already seen what happens when you go backward. You have already tasted the pain of disobedience. This time, let it be different. This time, let it be final. God says, there is a shift coming to your health. The attacks on your body, the weakness, the fatigue, the sickness, it has all been a strategy to drain you so you cannot rise into your calling. But I am releasing healing even now. Healing in your mind, in your body, in your emotions. But it requires your agreement. If you close your heart, the healing will be delayed. If you open, the healing will flow. God says, I am also releasing restoration in relationships. Some people have walked away, some were torn from you suddenly, some left you in confusion. But I am going to bring clarity. For some, I will return them in purity. For others, I will remove them permanently so you can finally be free. Don't fight my hand. Don't cry over those I remove. Because I know what they speak when you are not in the room, and I know what they plan when you are asleep. Trust my hand. God says, the enemy thought he had won when you almost gave up. He thought you would drown in despair. He thought you would bury yourself in silence. But look at you now, you are still here. You are still breathing. You are still searching. And that is proof you are not finished. That is proof that my hand is on your life. Archangel Michael says, don't stop now. Don't quit halfway. Don't silence your heart when heaven is roaring for your attention. Stay. Listen. Receive. Because this is the point of no return, the place where the choice you make changes everything. God says, I am not finished with you yet. I am still writing your story, even in the chapters where you thought it was over. You thought the pain you went through was the end, but it was not the end. It was the breaking point before the rising. You thought the silence meant abandonment, but the silence was my preparation. Every delay, every closed door, every rejection, it all had purpose. Archangel Michael is standing beside you right now saying, don't throw this away. Don't call yourself defeated when heaven has already marked you victorious. God says, I am showing you the truth about timing. You asked me why things didn't happen sooner, why blessings were delayed, why doors refused to open when you prayed. And here is my answer, the timing wasn't safe yet. If I gave you what you asked for too early, the wrong people would have stolen it, manipulated it, or crushed it. But now, the timing has shifted. The heavens are opening, and what was blocked is about to be released. Archangel Michael has cleared the path, but you must walk through it with faith. God says, there are people who underestimated you. They looked at your pain and assumed you were finished. They laughed at your tears, they mocked your struggles, they thought you would never rise again. But I tell you this, I will use the same voices that doubted you to witness your restoration. They will see your elevation, and they will know it was me who raised you. God says, you have been searching for signs, for confirmation, for proof that I am with you. And here it is. This message is not random. This word is not coincidence. It is the very proof you have been crying for. I heard the exact words you spoke in your heart when no one else was around. I heard you whisper, God, if you're real, show me. And now I am answering. God says, don't harden your heart anymore. You tried to protect yourself by closing off, but in doing so you shut out my blessings too. Open again. Open your spirit. Let my light heal the places where people broke you. Let my fire burn away the fear that chained you. Archangel Michael is already cutting through the darkness around you, but you must open the door of your will. God says, your breakthrough will not come by striving, but by surrender. You don't have to beg, you don't have to force, you don't have to manipulate. You only need to say yes to me. The moment you truly release control, I will flood your life with what you have been chasing. That is why the enemy has been fighting you so hard to hold on, to fear, to doubt, because surrender is the key that unlocks everything. God says, I am exposing the trap set before you. There is someone who smiles in your presence but secretly wishes your downfall. They will try to tempt you with words, to lure you back into old patterns, to make you believe they care. But Archangel Michael says, do not return. Their path is destruction, and they want to pull you with them. I will reveal their true nature soon, but until then, trust what I am telling you. Don't go back. God says, the blessings I am releasing are greater than the pain you endured. For every tear, I will give you joy. For every loss, I will bring restoration. For every betrayal, I will bring divine connections who will stand with you in purity and truth. But you must stay the course. Don't abandon me now when you are on the edge of breakthrough. God says, your home is about to be filled with my presence. The heaviness that lingered in your rooms, the restless sleep, the strange tension, it will break. Angels are being assigned to your household. You will feel peace returning, clarity rising, joy bubbling where sorrow used to live. But guard your atmosphere. Don't let voices of darkness back in through what you watch, listen to, or entertain. Keep your home a sanctuary, and I will make it overflow with blessings. Archangel Michael says, listen carefully, This is the crossing point. This is the bridge moment. The choice you make here will echo in eternity. Don't walk away. Don't minimize it. Don't delay. Stay in alignment, because the miracle is already on its way. God says, I see the battle inside your heart right now. I see how part of you wants to believe, wants to hold on, wants to rise, but another part of you is tired, broken, and afraid. You feel like if you hope again and it doesn't work, you won't survive the disappointment. But listen to me, I will not fail you. I am not like people who promised and left you empty. I am not like those who used you and abandoned you. When I say I will do it, I do it. Heaven and earth may pass away, but my word will stand. God says, you have cried in silence, why me? Why do I suffer so much? Why does it feel like I carry more than others? And I say this to you, because you are chosen. The oil on your life is heavier, so the battles have been greater. The calling on your life is higher, so the fire has been hotter. The enemy saw your potential even before you did, and he struck early to try to crush it. But what he did not know is that I use every attack as fuel. Every wound you endured has prepared you. Every betrayal has strengthened you. Every tear has watered the seed of greatness I planted inside you. Archangel Michael says, the time of preparation is over. The time of hiding is finished. Now begins the season of revealing. Heaven has waited for this moment, and the earth is about to see what you carry. Don't be afraid of shining. Don't be afraid of standing out. Don't be afraid of walking into rooms where you feel unworthy. You are worthy because God Himself has chosen you. God says, I am sending divine helpers. You will no longer walk alone. I am bringing people into your path who will support you, believe in you, and lift you when you feel weak. But be discerning, because not everyone who approaches you is from me. Some will come with sweet words but hidden motives. That is why I am sharpening your spirit, so you will recognize who is sent from heaven and who is sent from darkness. God says, I am bringing sudden financial release. The pressure you have felt, the stress of not knowing how things will be provided for, it is being broken. Unexpected provision, unexpected favor, unexpected opportunities are being released. But listen carefully, this is not just for survival, it is for purpose. I am blessing you not only so you can stand, but so you can build, so you can bless others, so you can be a vessel of my goodness in the earth. God says, do not let fear choke your faith anymore. Fear has been whispering lies into your ears. It won't happen. You'll fail again. You'll be left behind. but those are lies from the pit. My voice is stronger than fear, and my word is truer than the lies. You are not going to fail, you are going to rise. You are not going to be left behind, you are being accelerated. You are not going to remain stuck, I am pulling you forward by my hand. God says, I am also healing your inner wounds. The words spoken over you when you were younger, the rejection you felt, the comparisons that made you believe you were not enough, those scars are still inside you. But my love is greater than those wounds. Right now, as you hear this, my presence is washing over those places. I am removing shame, I am removing guilt, I am removing the heaviness you carried that was never yours to carry. God says, I am breaking the curse of cycles. The cycle of starting strong but not finishing. The cycle of hope followed by disappointment. The cycle of almost, but never fully receiving. Those cycles end today. You are stepping into completion, into fulfillment, into manifestation. What you begin in this season, you will finish. What you plant, you will harvest. What you pray, you will see. Archangel Michael says, take courage. Take strength. Don't shrink back. Don't doubt yourself anymore. Heaven is backing you. God's hand is on you. Angels are assigned to you. This is not your ending, this is your beginning. God says, I am still speaking, because you are still listening. Don't you see how precious this is? Every second you stay connected, chains are breaking. Every moment you open your spirit, angels are working. The enemy hoped you would close this by now, he hoped you would dismiss it, but you didn't, and that choice is shifting the atmosphere around your life. God says, what I release now is deeper, heavier, and sharper than what you've heard before. God says, the reason you have faced so much resistance is because of what is about to be born from you. Every attack has been targeted at your destiny. The enemy saw your potential before you saw it yourself, so he sent battles to make you doubt who you are. He tried to convince you that you are small, powerless, forgotten. But listen to me, you are none of those things. You are a warrior wrapped in my light. You are a chosen one carrying eternal fire. You are a vessel of greatness, and no amount of attack can erase that truth. God says, I have been protecting you from disasters you never even knew were coming. There were nights where danger circled close to you, but my angels stood guard. There were accidents that were supposed to happen, but I blocked them. There were words spoken to destroy your reputation, but I silenced them. You don't even know how many times Archangel Michael has fought for you in the unseen realm. That's why he is begging you now. because if you walk away, if you choose disobedience, you step outside the covering He has been commanded to give. Stay inside my protection. Don't wander away. God says, I see your loneliness. I see the nights you lie awake, longing for someone to truly understand you, someone to see you for who you are. I know how heavy it has been to feel misunderstood, to feel overlooked, to feel invisible. But I have not overlooked you. I have not forgotten you. I have carved your name into the palm of my hand. I am sending people who will see you, value you, and honor the light inside you. But until then, let my presence fill the emptiness. Let me be the one who holds you in the silence. God says, your voice has power. That's why the enemy has tried to silence you. He tried to fill your mouth with fear, with doubt, with hesitation. But your words carry life, and when you speak in faith, the atmosphere shifts. This is the time to open your mouth again. Speak life over yourself, speak life over your family, speak life over your future. Don't curse yourself with words of despair. Don't agree with the lies of the enemy. Speak what I have said, and watch it come to pass. God says, you are about to step into sudden changes. Things that have been stagnant will suddenly move. Doors that refuse to open will suddenly swing wide. Relationships that confused you will suddenly reveal their true nature. Do not fear the suddenness, because it is my hand at work. I am accelerating what was delayed. I am redeeming the lost years. I am multiplying the time you thought was wasted. God says, you asked me if the suffering had meaning, if the pain had purpose. Yes, it did. None of it was wasted. Every betrayal, every tear, every lonely night, I will use it all. It was shaping your heart, sharpening your spirit, teaching you strength. It was preparing you for the weight of what I am releasing now. Without the crushing, the oil would not flow. Without the breaking, the light would not shine this bright. God says, don't fear the next season. The enemy wants you to think it will be more of the same, but it won't. The heaviness is lifting. The clouds are parting. The storm is passing. You will see the sun again. You will laugh again. You will feel joy again, not the shallow joy the world gives, but deep, unshakable joy that flows from my spirit. Archangel Michael says, hold on. Don't let go now. Don't lose faith now. The battle is fierce because you are at the edge of breakthrough. Heaven is closer than you think. Victory is closer than you feel. The question is not whether you will win, the question